Peak Fitness deadlift progression, all right? Not going to be able to see my face in this one because I'm lacking a cameraman today, but you're going to get the idea. So now, here's our level one, all right? When we're doing the deadlift, the main thing that we want to think about doing is sticking the butt out like a bad dance move, right? The idea behind a deadlift is that we're using our hips as the primary hinge. So what I want you to think about doing, keeping your back flat. You're going to lean forward, lean forward, lean forward, lean forward, until you can't anymore while keeping your back flat, right? You feel a nice stretch in your hamstrings, and this is what we want to do. We're loading our hips as the primary hinge here. We're keeping the back flat like a table as opposed to rounding, all right? If you find that you come down to a certain point that you start to round, I want you to stop before that happens, all right? I just want you to do that a couple times. Round, bend, 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 keeping the back flat, slight bend in the knee, but no more than that, and then we extend back up. All right, so again, the idea is we're using our hips and our butt to do the work. Back stays flat, weight stays in my heels and my midfoot. I don't want to be tipping forward onto my toes. So now once I have that, for level one, what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab a kettlebell here, or a dumbbell. I can also do this with dumbbells, and I'll demonstrate that as well. What I want to think about doing, sticking my butt out, sticking my butt out, sticking my butt out, weight in my heels, pause, and then I come back up. Sticking my butt out, sticking my butt out, sticking my butt out, weight my heels, pause, and then I come back up, all right? Keys with this one, back stays flat, weight in my heels, all right? The handle of the kettlebell should be about adjacent to the knees. We don't want to come down too far. Or just stop when you find that your back starts to round, and then come back up. Now with dumbbells, what we'll do, and I'm going to step off camera a second here to get some. We're going to take our dumbbells here, and just slide them right down our knees, again to about the kneecaps, and then we extend back up. All right, so the same rules apply. Butt comes out, back stays flat, weight is in my heels. And that's our level one. All right, now for level two, what we're going to do is we're going to add a little bit of knee bends. All right, so now I'm picking this up off the ground. So the first thing I want to do, I'm taking the kettlebell here. All right, I'm going to get my feet. I'm going to get the kettlebell right between my feet. So again, this is something that I don't want to have too far in front of me because I have to round my back if I reach too far forward. I'm going to lean forward, lean forward, lean forward, like our first, like the first step, our level one. And then I'm just going to bend my knees as much as I need to get my hands on this thing. No more. And then I stand up. From there, I just want to put it back exactly where I found it. All right, one thing that you'll notice is that this is elevated, okay? I'm elevating this because if I get down too far, oftentimes what will happen is I'll lose my hip mobility, meaning my back will start to round because I don't have any more mobility in my hips, so I have to get it from my back. So instead, what I do is I have a 3-box step here that I've put the kettlebell. I can take steps here and I can elevate it, and then as I get better, as my mobility improves and I'm able to keep my back flat as I'm picking things up, I can go lower. Okay, with the form keys here, hips are above my knees as I'm lifting. I'm only bending my knees as much as I need to get my hands on the kettlebell, and then I'm standing back up. The other thing that you'll notice is that as I'm doing this movement, I'm pushing my knees out. Okay, I'm not here. I'm thinking about doing that. That's going to put our body in a better position to lift. And again, hips come first, knees come second, only as much as we need. Make it about your butt. And that's our level two. All right, now for level three, really the only difference here is that I'm going to lift the weight off of the ground. So I'm going to put the kettlebell between my feet, lean forward until I feel it stretch, get my hands on it, and stand up. Again, form keys, you notice there's a flat line between my head and my hips. Hips are above the knees are pushed out. Try to sway a little bit more so you can see me. And that is our level three.